Still getting pretty good money. And how is the capital progressing here? There's going to be another 2 years and it should be done. That is good news. Oh, it's a major center of production now. Ooh. Well, I suppose if it's the largest city in the subcontinent of Persia, then it kind of makes sense. That it would be quite important. Still got a lot of movement in here by Katenga. They haven't done truce with Khorasan yet, so that means that the Mogulistan is still being sieged down as well. Alright, hoping to get a little bit claims down here, but I'm not entirely sure what Katenga is going to be taking and what they're not going to be taking. But that is something to keep an eye on. Oh, I believe... Wait, no. Oh, almost. We're going to almost take the final logistical idea. Or logistics idea, so we will take that one. That's going to complete the idea group. Port maintenance goes down. We can get the postal services. So where is that one? Yeah, so it's over... No, that's the centralizer. No, yeah, that is an admin one. So that would cost us a bit of admin points if we put that in as well. I like to keep the missionary strength in there just in case. So I'll just put in the autonomy change. The centralization is going up a little bit regardless. It's not very quick, but it is going up even without our involvement. So we don't need to worry about that one. We can get the Diplotech finally. What's the next one? It's going to be sabotage recruitment. And naval morale. Max promoted cultures. That's not bad. Naval force and modifier plus 2%. Right, so there's a few things in there. So who is this? Oh, right, Banu Khalid. Right. And you got Siberia, Banu Gab, and Kais as your allies. Not that I really need to go there, but I'm just thinking through the options that we have. The Ormozgan over here is a vassal state of Katenga. Mogulistan no longer considers me as a rival. Huh. They're no longer a valid rival. Oh, right. Did they lose anything in here? Oh, I think they did. Something over there at least. Maybe Herat? I think they had this already. And I think that they may not have been the primary person to declare the war. Or maybe get some land here. That's a possibility. Didn't realize that Mogulistan has land over here as well. But if they got Zabulistan a vassal, the old tributary, then it kind of makes sense that they would have also that one. So how is this? We've got the core already in here. I don't remember if I set this into the investments, but I'm going to double check that. Also, we're going to have to check our new rival options. So utility decisions, add province to things, clear selected province, height utility. And then let's have a look at the rivals. Damascus, alright. Corset. Corset is not going to be a rival for long, so that's going to be an easy way to eclipse. Or is it one to eclipse? And, ooh, we're getting the extra points. Yeah. We're losing a little bit admin points. We're still getting 10 per month, so it's not too bad. Not to mention the extra autonomy reduction is going to make a massive... Well, it's going to make a difference. It's not probably going to be making that massive difference. Like, if we can start dropping some more provinces in here below 50% autonomy over time, then that would be pretty good. Okay, yeah, it's going down quite a bit. And while the legitimacy is going up, that's also having quite an impact on the autonomy. Oh, there we go. Bureaucrats took over again in November, so we'll have like 2 months of the modifier of reducing autonomy. So it's going to be... is it 0.01 autonomy? Or percent of autonomy? Yeah. Oh, wait, no, it's 0.1 autonomy, I think. Of total reduction extra. I mean, it's better than nothing. I'm pretty sure we do not have any claims on Mogulistan right now, do we? Well, we can't have, because we haven't... Like, these provinces we haven't been neighboring in a long while. Or before now. How is the conversions going in Chechnya? I should probably have a look at that. 47% Orthodox. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, and one of our advisors dead. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. It's a statesman as well. So what's that? I don't remember what that brings. I have a feeling that we'll probably have more than one statesman waiting there still. I guess it's more of a question of the factions present there. Like, I should probably try to get either clergy or burghers as another advisor there. Because right now we only had 3 bureaucrats. But, like, they just haven't had really that many options. Now, one thing that I suppose I could do, if I can get the stability back to +1, which I suppose it's going to take a while because we just did the reduce the noble power thing. And that wasn't, what, plus 60% in there. Oh, our takeover, as I suspected. Right, so, oh, well, that's not the correct button. So that's a diplomat statement. Right, so that's a diplo reputation, diplotech cost. I mean, that's not too bad. There's a bureaucrat option. Ooh, commerce production efficiency. That'd be nice. Diplo reputation. Oh, there's a bureaucrat or a clergy option in here. That's level 2 as well. That's a statesman, so that's the diplotech and all that. That is actually not a bad idea. Yeah, we'll take one of those. Still, skill level 2 is gonna start providing a bit more influence for spiritual faction as well in here, which might in turn lower the aristocrat even further, although I doubt it's going to be all that massive impact. But we shall see. And now we've got 115 ducats already. Should be getting quite a bit. You know what? We'll probably want to save up the cash for the next round of investments. Also, Tabriz, did you get the... No, you still haven't gotten the capital, but you are all... Oh, actually. You're still waiting for things in there. Right, how bad is the price for knowledge over here? It's not too bad. Okay, Kazenga is building a spy network in my lands. That's a bit unfortunate. How is it now? It's 47.6% Orthodox. It did convert a decent bit in there, but I don't think it's actually made that big of a progress yet. Oh, the corruption is down to 17. Ooh. Are we one of the lowest corruptions now? Just out of curiosity. Oh, yeah, we are. Definitely on the front or the first page here. And there's not that many nations in here ahead of us. Like, we have less corruption than Ming, although Ming is actually losing a lot of corruption. But of course, if we do any of the admin reforms or anything like that, that's going to have an impact there. Of course, we don't have the points to do those now. And of course, these reforms as well, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Oh, we could do the indirect taxes. Ooh. But since we have 0 stability, that would mean a bit worse modifiers from it. Or like the temporary modifiers from it. Plus 20% times state reach base indirect tax efficiency. 20% out of 42% is actually a pretty decent increase in the tax efficiency. And then mana cost for all state indirect taxes goes down. But upgrading that would actually be pretty good for our economy. At the same time, we kind of want to work on the nobility in here, just to get the nobility to be nobility instead of seigneury. That's just that's been a problem since the start of our game here, because this means that the autonomy from nobility is so high, and it makes it pretty difficult to lower the autonomy total. Although we don't necessarily need to lower the autonomy, we just need to lower the influence and the power. And the power we are working on. Oh, okay. So who is Katenga fighting now? Multan and Production. Okay. Oh, we lost a newly promoted, so a bit less prestige now. Because at the end of the last round, or last stream, we got the... Wear the Imperial Crown thing. Oh, there we go. We're starting to get some of the cores down here. Still gonna take a while before we record everything, but hey, we're making some progress. And I'm hoping that in, well, hopefully next year we'll have only 2 points remaining for the capital, and then after that maybe we can get it down or complete it. And that would be pretty good for the town itself, but also the surrounding areas for the... Oh right, is there a modifiers for... If non-capital, base communications efficiency goes up. Base travel time for capital modifier, reduce the time to, oh, at this province from the capital. As the second capital beginning communication from using the newly reduced travel time to the province. Okay. So, yeah, it's gonna improve the surrounding situations a little bit. Technically speaking, it might even reduce the, or sort of help the communications all the way down to the south. How much of an impact is it actually going to be, though? Is probably fairly limited. But at some point we probably should get the level 2 capital in our actual capital as well, because I suspect that that is going to be pretty good for the, well, centralization, prestige, communication efficiency. It's a global increase in there, so that is actually quite nice. But right now the autonomy is just, it's not very helpful. Well, at least we're still making money, so I suppose it could be worse. We're a little bit low on manpower, actually. I think we might be over the force limit now. No, we're just at the force limit. So Tabriz, did you get any progress done? No, you're still missing some knowledge. Alright, so has the knowledge price gone up? Yes, it has. Not a massive increase, but it has started increasing. Of course, this is a construction that takes a massive amount of knowledge. Once that's completed, it's going to take some for maintenance, but it's not too bad. So we still got these two trade ships just walking around here. I'm just going to send them both into a province, or one of the sea nodes here, and combine them so that it's a little bit less to worry about. Because every time I look at them, they just have, like, they are trying to get reinforcements, but they're not actually doing that. Right, so back to Anatolia. And this way, if we put in an admiral there, it's going to be at least a little bit better. Like, the impact from the maneuver, or maneuver skill, should be a bit, well, a little bit better. We could, of course, if we want to do some reforms quickly here, we could do the more taxation from the clergy. Or rather, lesser money for the clergy. Is there secular? Oh, right. Autonomy from clergy would go down. Clergy power from wealth would go up. Base spirituality goes down drastically. Clergy gravity goes down. I believe the gravity is the one that is impacting the influence. Which is why aristocrats still tend to gravitate fairly high in terms of the influence. So what we should probably do is go through the modifiers in here. And have a look if there's anything. Well, that increases the gravity. So if we start reducing some of the monopolies from the nobility, then that would actually help us. But at the same time, the loyalty is a bit low right now. If I start doing those, then I need to do a lot of things that increase their power. But hey, at least they're now at 85% power. And I'm guessing if we have a look at over here, no, it needs to be less than 85% noble average power. I'm still working on it. Oh, rebel uprising in Corset. Well, it hasn't fired it yet, but it might be firing soon enough. It'll be all the way down in the south there. Alright, we do not have a fortification or garrisons in everywhere there. Huh. I suppose what I could do is I could just build up the garrison there. We got the cash. Oh, Turkish Empire. Oh, I send the improve relations, not build spy network. Whoops. Well, that's my bad. Alright, so I wanted to select this province and then build a garrison in there. Just a level 1, so that no one can just walk in there, siege it down quickly. It's only 50. Oh, wow, that's cheap. I thought it would be a lot higher price there, but I'll take it. I most certainly will take it. Right, so I wanted to get the spy network in here, didn't I? Oh yeah, improve relations, not build spy network. Whoops. Right, well that's going to be a little bit better. Corset, we cannot get any more claims right now. Over here we could certainly get some more claims though. I suppose another thing that I could start building is, well, we've already got level 2 Harbridge over there. This one is, it should have the river going through, yeah it does. Autonomy is 96%. If I was to build a harbridge over here, just a level 1, it should be doable. And I suspect that that is actually going to be improving the communications even further. So, harbridge, rank 1, prepare to contract. Wow, well, that's basically no ducats at all. So there's one. Did this one have, well, I mean, it's got a shoreline and it's got a navigable river, so we could certainly do upgrade over there as well. Okay, that's 60 ducats. That's a little bit more, but like, if we could increase the sort of waterways over here, then that should be actually quite useful. Didn't Tabriz also have the... Oh no, it's ancient paths pass through this province, so that's the Silk Road thing. Not entirely sure what sort of modifier or like impact that thing has for the province itself, but oh well. So did we manage to... No, it's still... Right, yeah, no, we're still at the same year. Right, I was hoping to have a little bit more progress on the capital there already, but I'm pretty sure that next year is going to go down to 2 points, or like 2, and then the year after. So in 1600 we should be having the capital in Tabriz already. And then we'll probably need to work on a little bit of the pathing between the areas as well. So if we have a look at this, I mean, I suppose... Was it Ahar that had the... No, okay. Pretty sure that one of the provinces over here had the river going through, but I suppose it's... Was it... No, okay. Oh, do we have a lot of mines here? We could have a lot of mines in here. In Ardabil. Tempting. I might invest a little bit in, like, we'll have a look at how bad the rural pricing is in there for the things. If it's relatively high, then we'll probably won't invest, but like right now I reckon that increasing the metal production there, like, it's not really that much required right now. Like, I'm pretty sure that the raw material production or cost isn't very high. But I think having more metal is always nice. Besides, the mine doesn't take any inputs or anything like that. I suppose most of the inputs are just for the productions or like the industries. So metal-wise, it's about 4 points of... okay. So how much do we have population in here? 58,000 peasants. Yeah, that should be plenty. Let's go ahead and do a bit of investment on the mines there. And then we'll figure out how much we are actually getting taxes. Or like how much we are actually getting money per month now. And 5.5 ducats, alright. Yeah, it's certainly improved a lot. Okay, so well, the inflation is almost done. We managed to get another 2 development recently. How is our capital doing in terms of development anyway? Still 32. So that one hasn't really increased. So British is now 16 developments, and that's quite nice. Fortunately, we can't open up the silk in there. We got luxury clothing, carpets, resin materials, armament, and textile. I suppose it's good enough. There's also a decent bit of farmlands in there. Oh, there is room for a lot more farmlands in here, actually. How's the wages for the farmhands then? It's only 4 ducats, so yeah, I suppose we could invest a little bit more in farmlands there then. Now, to be fair, that might have some negative impacts as well. Come to think of it. But did we ever get the... No, commercialization is not spreading in here. I think it might actually be because the... No, subsistence economy is actually basically nothing. So it might just be that they're not trading with any province directly that has it. Oh, yeah, there we go. So it's now 2 points that is required there, and I'm pretty sure that we'll get that by the start of next year. And then it can start having an impact on the provinces nearby. Some of these have actually started reducing in autonomy already. So perhaps making these into proper states wasn't a bad idea. What is the next admin tech? It's the stability. Okay, so I'm gonna make this Tehran into a state. I know that all of those are plus or 100% autonomy right now, but if I open those up a little bit, I wonder if it's gonna start going down or not. Oh, right, it is having an impact. Okay, so we should do that for everything then. Technically speaking, over here we could get a trade company apparently, but I think we're gonna keep these as our own provinces. I think this is also quite a nice region to have, so we'll just make that into a state. Use a lot of points. I think that might be actually the way for us to reduce the autonomy somewhat. It's probably not going to be sufficient reduction, but it is going to start speeding up things a little bit. Now, do we have the points to actually do the administration reform? So the 10-year duration, that is definitely an option. That is almost the only option. There is the... Yeah, no, I think the 10-year duration is actually pretty good. It's going to start reducing corruption even further, especially the provincial corruption. Now, of course, bureaucrat corruption goes up by 20 initially, and we lose a stability point and all that, so it's a bit risky, I would say. And also a decent bit of points, but I think we are going to do that, because eventually we'll want to have stuff like that, regardless. So how is the stability doing right now? It's going up a little bit, just not a lot. Provincial corruption did go up quite drastically, but that was to be expected. So we might have a little bit monetary problems for the next couple of years. Well, like, not massive problems, but potentially some issues in the... Oh, we got 17 development in Chechnya already. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, they got most of the resource gathering stuff at max size, although actually there is a little bit of room for mines there. I'm going to do it manually first. Oh, wait, no, I can't do that because there's the conversion going on. Never mind. And that one is... I suppose I could go for that one. Because the next one after that is going to be the Casus Belli. Which I'm not entirely sure if it works correctly or not, but we'll see. And if we can get that one, also the spy network construction would be quite nice. We do use a lot of spies. The missionary strength plus 2.5%. War score versus other religions... minus 20%, that's pretty good. And then another missionary, and what was the... Oh, right, it's the missionary. Did we have something else that gives the missionary? There's an advisor. Don't think we do. Right, so there's enemy in there. This one should be heading south. We are going to lose the control of that province for a little bit, but luckily that does not, at least I don't think it stops construction of the sort of special buildings over here. Basically, the only thing that it would stop would be the castle, I suppose, or the fortifications, but the garrison doesn't count. Although that does remind me, we should probably build up a few more castles at some point to provide a bit more defensiveness. Right now, we can't quite afford it. And I think what we should do... Ooh, right, now that it's 1600, we should be able to see the autonomy start going down around Persia, at least a little bit. Oh, we've got 900 naval material. Oh, that probably means that we might be able to get another ship. We might want to add in another ship to our sort of base fleet there, which I suppose it's what, 2 transports, 3 transports, and a galley? No, 2 galleys and 2 transports, yeah. Let's have a look at the naval force limit. No, we're actually at the naval force limit right now. Okay, so it didn't actually complete the building yet. Oh, there's a lot more that they need. Alright, well, I'm hoping that they'll get that done. We'll sort it out at some point. But yeah, now Corset is quite a bit smaller, thanks to me taking about at least a third of their territory in terms of land area. Oh wow, Mogulistan is fighting yet another war. I think they may have sort of collapsed now. Do they still have the... They got 1 tributary and they got 2 vassals. Kazakh Horde and Grey Horde. So I'm guessing that this one got liberated, Zabulistan. Now the tributary of Hindustan. Ah, I see. So they were sort of flipped around. And then... Badoli took out... Oh, they took out the capital. Ooh. Right, are you actually... there we go. I was like, you don't need to de-siege that. Well, I suppose you do need to de-siege that now that I think of it. Plus it must have been... Since there's no garrison or anything, it must have been rather quick to de-siege. There we go, defending in mountains with a fairly high row of artillery. And a little bit of extra, so yeah, no, that's, well, unfortunately not a stack wipe. That's a good start. We're losing a bit of cash right now. How much of that is because of the reinforcements? Actually, no, we'd be losing money even without the reinforcements. Not massively, and we've got a decent cash reserves right now. That it's, doable. But I'm still a little bit worried about it. And it hasn't given the investments yet, has it? Usually it gives it in May, but I haven't seen the pop-up this time. So it might be delayed. But regardless, oh. Royal marriage with Commonwealth has ended. Do we have, Commonwealth we could marry Ossetia? Oh, there we go. There's the investments, and that is like about 40 ducats total. Oh, is that, oh wow. Currently got 14 ducats invested into the agriculture there. Tabriz got a lot of investments. I'm just going to quickly go through a couple of these. There's another ducat over there. Yeah, I think that's good enough. So, yeah, no, that is a lot of agriculture. Oh, wow. And there wasn't even that much in there, but I suppose the autonomy has started dropping. I did invest a little bit in them manually, I think. Oh, and oh, right, and we got the better roads there, so that it's actually really good communications. 95.6% there. Tabriz is still constructing the capital, of course. We got the harbour bridge being built here. That should be done soon. We've got another harbour bridge over here that is being built. It is going to take a little bit longer. I will take that marriage. Right, Aguria, what are you building? Oh, another revolt. Right. I'm sure that the Alberto's army will take care of that. Right, so, pathing, level 3 over here, alright. You've got a fairly high autonomy right now. Oh, and what are they building at Theodoro? Arbridge, oh, right. It's not going to be necessarily a full level, but it is at least going to be a little bit forward again. Now, I suppose there's not... Well, I suppose I could... No, wait, I can't claim some on these two. I don't think I need another claim on Corset then. I can recall that. Oh, Alberto, you died. How dare you? And somebody is greedy. Alright. Well, before we go into combat, I'm just going to go ahead and recruit another general. Then Trussi. 2203. 3 siege pips is pretty darn good, though. I will take that. No maneuver pips, but the combat pips are okay. And the siege pips are brilliant. They actually had a bit higher morale there, interestingly enough. But yeah, looking at the combats that were at least against the rebellions, the 6 regiments of cannon seem to be doing pretty good damage. I mean, a lot of the enemy army sort of combat with... Oh, right, we didn't actually put in the general there. Well, now we did. There we go, that might be giving a bit of an advantage in the combat. Oh, there we go, I'm starting to farm some prestige from the conversions as well. Oh, and now I start doing the conversions on the provinces sort of up until we reach 90%. Okay.